It's 2 a.m., you're peacefully asleep, when suddenly your calf muscle seizes up like a vice grip. You bolt upright, gasping in pain as the cramp twists your leg into an agonizing position. Your spouse wakes up alarmed as you desperately try to stretch out the spasm that feels like it's tearing your muscle apart. Sound familiar? Well, 75% of adults over 60 experience these nighttime leg cramps. And what if I told you that what you ate for dinner could be the culprit? A leading geriatric specialist just revealed that 4 common dinner foods are secretly triggering these painful episodes. But here's the twist. You're probably eating at least one of these foods every single night without knowing it. The good news? Once you discover what they are, you can eliminate them and potentially say goodbye to those midnight wake-up calls forever. Stay tuned, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly which foods to avoid and how one simple change saved thousands from nightly torture. What you're about to learn could give you the best night's sleep you've had in years. Meet Patricia Chen, a 68-year-old retired nurse from Seattle who thought she knew everything about health. After 40 years in healthcare, she prided herself on maintaining a healthy lifestyle. But 2 years ago, something changed. The leg cramps that used to be occasional visitors became nightly tormentors. Patricia Chen. I'd wake up 3 to 4 times every single night, Patricia recalls. The pain was so intense I'd have to leap out of bed and walk around for 10 minutes just to get relief. My husband started sleeping in the guest room because I was disrupting his sleep too. For 2 years, Patricia tried everything. Magnesium supplements, stretching routines, compression socks, even prescription muscle relaxants. Nothing worked. She was exhausted, frustrated, and starting to accept that this was just part of aging. Everything changed when she attended a nutrition seminar by Dr. Samuel Richardson, a specialist in age-related muscle disorders. He said something that stopped me in my tracks, Patricia remembers. He said, "What if I told you that your dinner plate is the reason you can't sleep through the night?" Dr. Richardson explains that as we age, our bodies become more sensitive to electrolyte imbalances. Certain foods consumed in the evening can trigger a cascade of mineral depletion that manifests as painful muscle cramps hours later, he says. Studies show that 8 out of 10 seniors experience leg cramps, with most occurring between midnight and 6 a.m., precisely when dinner's effects peak. Patricia discovered that eliminating just 4 specific dinner foods reduced her cramps by 90% within 2 weeks. "I went from 3 to 4 cramps per night to maybe 1 mild cramp per week," she says. "It was like getting my life back." Have you noticed your leg cramps getting worse after certain meals? Drop a comment below and let's solve this together. Before we reveal these surprising food culprits, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss life-changing health tips designed specifically for your golden years. Your legs will thank you. The first culprit hiding in plain sight might be sitting in your refrigerator right now, those convenient deli meats and pre-packaged dinners that make meal prep so easy. But convenience comes at a painful price. Patricia's story reveals just how sneaky this culprit can be. Every Tuesday was our sandwich night, she shares. My husband and I would have turkey or ham sandwiches with chips, quick, easy, no cooking required. But I started noticing a pattern. Tuesday nights were always my worst for cramping. I'd have not just one, but multiple severe cramps that would keep me up for hours. Dr. Richardson explains the science high-sodium foods cause immediate water retention, followed by dehydration as your kidneys work overtime to flush out the excess salt. This process depletes crucial minerals like potassium and magnesium, the very minerals that prevent muscle cramps. The numbers are staggering. One serving of deli ham contains 1,200 milligrams of sodium. That's half your daily limit in just a few slices. Other hidden sodium bombs include packaged cold cuts like turkey, roast beef and salami, hot dogs and sausages, frozen TV dinners, canned soups and stews, pre-marinated meats, bacon and Canadian bacon. What shocked me most, Patricia admits, was that even low-sodium deli meat still had 500 milligrams per serving. And who eats just one serving? The solution isn't complicated, but it does require planning. Patricia replaced her Tuesday sandwich routine with grilled chicken breast seasoned with herbs and lemon. I'd cook a batch on Sunday and slice it for the week, she explains. Other smart swaps include fresh fish or chicken grilled with herbs, homemade soups using low-sodium broth, leftover roasted meats from earlier meals, plant-based proteins like lentils or chickpeas. The results were immediate. The very first Tuesday after switching to fresh chicken, I slept through the night. No cramps at all. It was almost miraculous, Patricia says. Dr. Richardson adds an important tip. If you must have processed meats occasionally, eat them at lunch, not dinner. This gives your body more time to process the sodium before sleep. Check your refrigerator right now. How many high-sodium items are lurking in there? Count them up and share in the comments. You might be surprised by what you find. Food number 2, refined carbohydrates and sugary desserts. You'd never guess that your after-dinner cookie could be the reason you're writhing in pain at 3 a.m. But the connection between sweet treats and muscle cramps is more direct than you might think. Patricia had a nightly ritual that seemed harmless enough. 2 chocolate chip cookies and a glass of milk while watching the evening news, she confesses. It was my reward after a long day, something I looked forward to. I never imagined those innocent cookies were setting me up for hours of pain. Dr. Richardson explains the mechanism. When you consume refined sugars and simple carbohydrates close to bedtime, your blood sugar spikes rapidly. This triggers an insulin response that actually pulls magnesium out of your muscle cells to help process the glucose. Less magnesium in your muscles equals more cramping. The timing is crucial. Eating these foods within 3 hours of bedtime triples your cramp risk. The worst offenders include white bread and dinner rolls, pastries, cakes and cookies, ice cream and frozen desserts, sugary cereals eaten as late-night snacks, sweetened yogurts, fruit juices and sodas, even seemingly healthy granola bars loaded with sugar. Patricia's transformation began with a simple switch. I replaced my cookies with a small apple and a tablespoon of almond butter, she says. At first, I missed my cookies terribly. But after just 3 nights of better sleep, I was convinced. The science backs this up. Complex carbohydrates and protein combinations stabilize blood sugar and actually promote better sleep. Smart evening alternatives include a handful of nuts with berries, whole grain crackers with hummus, Greek yogurt with cinnamon, unsweetened, dark chocolate, 70% cacao or higher, just 1 square sliced pear with a small piece of cheese, and chamomile tea with a teaspoon of honey. The cravings disappeared after about a week, Patricia reports. And the best part? I actually lost weight without trying. My 3 a.m. energy crashes turned into peaceful, uninterrupted sleep. Dr. Richardson offers this advice. If you must have something sweet, have it with or right after dinner, not as a late-night snack. The earlier you consume it, the more time your body has to stabilize before sleep. What's your go-to evening snack? Share below and I'll personally suggest a cramp-free alternative that you'll actually enjoy. Food number 3, caffeinated beverages after 5 p.m. That afternoon coffee habit might be sabotaging more than just your sleep. It could be the hidden trigger behind your nighttime leg cramps. The connection isn't obvious, but once you understand it, everything clicks into place. Patricia's routine seemed perfectly reasonable. I'd have Earl Grey tea after dinner while reading, she shares. It was my wind-down ritual. Just 1 cup, nothing excessive. I chose tea thinking it was gentler than coffee. But Dr. Richardson revealed a startling fact. Caffeine consumed after 5 p.m. stays active in your system during prime cramping hours. It acts as a diuretic, causing you to lose vital minerals through increased urination. By 2 a.m., your muscles are literally starving for the minerals caffeine helped flush away. The problem extends beyond the obvious sources. Hidden caffeine lurks in green tea, yes, even the calming kind, dark chocolate, energy drinks and sodas, some medications and supplements, decaf coffee, still contains 2 to 5 milligrams per cup, kombucha, and some flavored waters, and pre-workout supplements taken for evening exercise. I was shocked to learn my relaxing tea contained 50 milligrams of caffeine, Patricia admits. That's like drinking half a cup of coffee right before bed. The timing rule is simple but strict. No caffeine after 5 p.m. if you're prone to cramps. But what about that evening ritual? Patricia found satisfying replacements. Chamomile tea, which is naturally caffeine-free and muscle-relaxing. Golden milk, a turmeric latte with anti-inflammatory benefits. Tart cherry juice, known to promote natural melatonin production. Passion flower tea, clinically proven to improve sleep quality. Warm lemon water with honey. And finally, rooibos tea, caffeine-free with a rich, satisfying flavour. The transformation was dramatic. Within 3 days of switching to herbal tea, my cramp frequency dropped by 70%, Patricia reports. I didn't even realize how much the caffeine was affecting me until I stopped. Dr. Richardson adds an important note. If you're a heavy caffeine user, don't quit cold turkey. Gradually move your last caffeinated drink earlier each day to avoid withdrawal headaches. Patricia discovered an unexpected bonus. My overall sleep quality improved so much that I didn't need that afternoon coffee anymore. I had natural energy throughout the day. How late do you consume caffeine? Think about it. That 4 p.m. latte? That dinner Coke? That evening chocolate? You might be shocked by the answer. Share your caffeine cut-off time below. Food number 4, aged cheeses and high-fat dairy. Your favourite aged cheddar might be aging you faster than you think, at least when it comes to nighttime comfort. This was perhaps the most surprising discovery in Patricia's journey to cramp-free nights. Wine and cheese nights were our Friday tradition, Patricia explains. A nice Cabernet with aged Gouda or sharp cheddar, some crackers, maybe some brie. It felt sophisticated and healthy. After all, cheese has calcium, right? But Saturday mornings told a different story. Fridays were consistently my worst nights for cramping. The pattern was undeniable, but I couldn't figure out why until Dr. Richardson explained it. The culprit? Tyramine, a compound that forms as cheese ages. Dr. Richardson explains, tyramine affects blood vessel dilation and can interfere with mineral absorption. In sensitive individuals, it can trigger a cascade of muscle contractions hours after consumption. The worst offenders include aged cheddar, the sharper the worse, blue cheese and gorgonzola, parmesan and romano, Swiss and Gruyere, full-fat ice cream, due to both fat content and additives, processed cheese products, and high-fat sour cream and heavy cream. Just 2 ounces of aged cheese can trigger cramps in sensitive individuals, Dr. Richardson warns, and most people eat much more than that at a sitting. Patricia didn't have to give up cheese entirely. She made strategic swaps. Fresh mozzarella instead of aged varieties, cottage cheese for protein, Greek yogurt, but earlier in the day, ricotta in cooking, feta in moderation, it's less aged, cream cheese occasionally, and plant-based alternatives when needed. The timing strategy was crucial. I still enjoy aged cheese, but I have it at lunch, not dinner, Patricia says, and I limit portions to 1 ounce when I do indulge. The results were immediate. That first Friday with fresh mozzarella instead of aged cheddar, not a single cramp. My husband was skeptical until he saw me sleeping peacefully all night. She also discovered unexpected benefits. Reducing high-fat dairy improved my digestion and reduced bloating. I felt lighter and more comfortable overall. Dr. Richardson offers this practical advice. Keep a food diary for 2 weeks. Note what cheeses you eat and when cramps occur. The pattern will reveal your personal triggers. What's your favorite cheese? Let's find you a cramp-free alternative. Drop your current go-to in the comments and I'll suggest a delicious swap. Patricia's complete journey reads like a medical miracle, but it's simply the power of targeted dietary changes. I went from 3 to 4 severe cramps every single night to maybe 1 mild cramp per month, she beams. Some months, I don't have any at all. The numbers tell the story. Night cramps reduced by 95%. Sleep duration increased from 4 to 5 hours to 7 to 8 hours. Sleep interruptions went from 3 to 4 times nightly to 0. Quality of life score improved by 80%. But the benefits extended far beyond cramp relief. I am sleeping 7 to 8 hours of uninterrupted sleep versus the 4 to 5 hours of broken sleep I was getting, Patricia explains. I wake up refreshed instead of exhausted. My husband moved back into our bedroom. The ripple effects transformed her daily life. She returned to morning walks saying, "I have energy again." She rejoined her book club exclaiming, "No more dozing off during discussions." She even started travelling again, confidently stating, "Hotel beds don't scare me anymore." And she resumed babysitting her grandchildren, joyfully sharing, "I can keep up with them now." Dr. Richardson emphasizes the medical significance. These dietary changes often work better than most medications for cramping without the side effects. It's not just about symptom relief, it's about addressing the root cause. Patricia discovered bonus benefits she never expected. She lost 12 pounds without trying. Her blood pressure decreased by 15 points. Inflammation markers reduced significantly. She experienced improved mood and mental clarity, better digestion, and increased energy levels. Implementation was surprisingly simple. Start by eliminating 1 food group per week, Patricia advises. Week 1, cut the processed meats. Week 2, reduce evening sweets. This way, you can identify your personal triggers. Now, Patricia leads a support group helping over 200 seniors overcome night cramps. "We call ourselves the Peaceful Nights Club," she laughs. Every meeting, someone shares their success story. It's incredibly empowering. Her key insight? It's not about deprivation, it's about timing and smart substitutions. I still enjoy all my favorite foods, just at different times of day. Dr. Richardson adds a final medical note. Always consult your doctor before making major dietary changes, but these modifications are safe for most seniors. The worst that can happen, you'll eat healthier. Tonight's dinner could be your first cramp-free night in years. The question is, which food will you eliminate first? Will it be those convenient deli meats, the after-dinner sweets, that evening caffeine fix, or the aged cheese platter? If you know someone tossing and turning from leg cramps every night, share this video right now. You could literally save their sleep and transform their quality of life. Imagine giving someone the gift of peaceful nights. It takes just one click. Comment cramp-free below if you're ready to try these changes, and I'll personally respond with extra tips tailored to your situation. Already tried eliminating one of these foods? Share your experience. Your story could inspire someone else to take action. Remember, small changes create big results. You don't have to overhaul your entire diet overnight. Start with one food, see the difference, then build from there. Hit subscribe and the bell icon for more life-changing health secrets tailored specifically for your golden years. Join thousands of seniors who are taking control of their health and proving that age is just a number. Tonight, you'll lay your head on the pillow with hope instead of dread. Sweet dreams and cramp-free nights ahead. You're never too old to feel young.